you want a huge edge that's going to boost your win rate immediately, one that nobody else is even talking about, listen to this video because I'm going to show you the exact tips I gave to my clients that make them tens of millions of dollars. Let's do it now. I've worked with many of the top poker crushers in the world, and sometimes they give me some free strategy advice, which is pretty cool. The thing they always tell me is the way you boost your win rate the most is not to study the big, flashy hands that come up once in a while where it's never going to come up again. No, you bear down, you drill down your ability to just execute in the spots that come up over and over, the boring ones, the big blind versus button, flop check raise spot, the late position versus late position, 3-bet spot. Those are the spots that you need to master and know exactly what you're doing at all times. And that's how you're going to win way more money than you are now. But there's one application of this idea that almost nobody is using, nobody's talking about in the poker world, not even the people who are winning the largest amounts of money. The ones who are winning the most, they're doing this. They just have no idea. What it is the spot where you land in a situation and your first instinct is, I don't know, or it's close, or I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. That's the spot that happens more than anything else in poker, because poker is so complicated that it does not matter how much you study, how much you know, it's going to come up over and over in every single session we play, where your first instinct is, I'm not sure. What do you do in that situation? Follow what I tell you next, and you're going to make a lot more money. So say it with me. I don't know. I have no idea what to do. I don't know what's going on. Right? Notice what happens. The discomfort, the fear, all the old stories and patterns around I'm not good enough. I need to be better. This guy would know. This guy would know. That's why they're better than me. No. That's not why they're doing better than you. There's plenty of stuff they don't know either. The reason why they're doing better than you is because of their relationship with not knowing. That relationship is far healthier than yours. And that's the battle you're going to need to win. It's not to get more knowledge. It's not to keep studying to learn more and more and more so that you always know. No, there's always going to be something you don't know, no matter how far you get. What you're going to need to turn this into profit, to turn this into higher performance, is to be able to go with the I don't know, and then stay present with all of the emotional fear and discomfort that follows with that. How are you going to do that? Can you do that? If you can't, you're just going to be beating yourself up, scrambling, trying to find the answer, doing all the old stuff you always do. And that's always going to lead you to the same place, punting and regretting it afterwards. The problem is not that you didn't know the answer. The problem is that the moment you realized you didn't know, you went into some other version of yourself. And that version of yourself is the one that makes the big mistake, because you're spending all of your energy, your mental energy and your emotional energy, just trying to cover up the fact that you don't know, instead of just accepting it and then moving on from there. And that's what causes the worst plays that you're going to make. That's what causes the plays where you can't stop thinking about them long after your session is over. That's the play that's going to lead you to getting 17th place in the tournament instead of first. It's not more knowledge that you need. It's a healthy relationship with not knowing. If this is how you behave, it's really not your fault. We're all kind of conditioned in the modern world to know. You get rewarded for knowing the answer. You get rewarded if you don't know the answer. You get rewarded for acting like you know the answer. That's why there's so many idiots out there who have so much success and money, because they're really good at pretending they know, even though they don't. So we get rewarded for knowing the answer or for making people think we know the answer. So of course, when we land in a situation, high pressure, high stress, lots of money at stake, and we don't know the answer, yeah, the natural response is going to be quite often to freak out, to make that not so. But the only person you're lying to is yourself. And when you're lying to yourself, you cannot think well, you cannot think clearly, you cannot play good poker from that place because you're not present. So while there is a great benefit in admitting that you don't know the answer, you got to go beyond that and do the emotional work inside of getting to a place where you're at complete peace with the whole experience that follows. Do that work and your win rate is going to go through the roof, because you're going to be one of the only people in the whole poker world who can genuinely sit there, not know the answer, and feel completely okay and comfortable. You do that while everybody else is going through the old patterns of scrambling and lying to themselves, the money is inevitably going to flow in your direction. You know what I don't know? I don't know how, at this point, any of the other coaches out there are still in business, because these days, I am getting my clients to resolve issues of tilt, and losing and frustration and not being at their best and not having great relationships, I'm resolving these issues for them in weeks that other coaches spent years, even decades working on with them, and they never made any sort of ground up on them. So I have no idea how any of these other people are in business, and guess what? I'm completely okay with all the feelings that come with that. But if you want that for yourself, if you want to get rid of stuff that has been holding you back for a long time that you've been working on, but the other coaches have not been able to, come check out my daily email newsletter so that you can actually know the stuff that I teach day after day. It will sink in, it will change your life. There's a reason why the highest stakes players who have the most money on the line come to me after years of working with other people. It's because I'm the one that cleans up the mess. If you want to stop not knowing and find out, come join the daily email newsletter right up there, pokerwithpresence.com.